John Marston is a former outlaw. The government took his family and wants him to find his old friend Dutch van der Linde. Fighting for the government, he hopes to get his family back. He found Dutch and is fighting alone with him. Dutch is at the end. Marston tries to bring him back to the good path, but he fails, and Dutch commits suicide. He jumps from the cliff. Now, Dutch being dead, John Marston's task has ended, and the government gives him back his family. Marston is riding back to his family to have a nice future. John Marston is home. His wife is happy to see him. And they will have a nice future now. After a few years, John Marston and his family, where his family and John Marston lived at home in peace, something happened. Coming home and finding his family insane, John Marston can see he has to do something. But not only his family got hit by the plague, his old friends as well. They got crazy. John Marston found out that because of his old friend Abraham Reyes, this all happened. He found out that the mask in this is the reason. This mask is the reason because all this happening. He has to bring the mask back, so everything will be fine. John Marston tries to save his family again. To do this, he has to go into a grave. An ancient grave, full of death. John Marston puts the mask back and hopes everything will be fine. He walks back, unsure if this has helped. John Marston rode back home and hopes his family is normal again. He listens, but he can't hear a noise. Only his wife screaming for him. He cuts them loose and is happy that his family is normal again. Everything is fine, and they lived normal until a few years. The mask gets stolen again from theft. Because of this, John Marston, dead by now, comes back to the light. So he can bring the mask back, and everything will be normal again. So everything can be normal again. John Marston rides back to Seth's headquarters to kill him and get the mask back. John Marston wants to kill Seth, so he throws dynamite at his house to kill him. And Seth dies. The mask is back, and John Marston has fixed the entrance of the tunnel. John Marston got home, but what he saw isn't nice. His son is the only one still alive, but much too old, and his wife is dead. John Marston sees what he lost. He lost too much time. He couldn't take it, so he decided to live alone in the mountains. But this was too lonely for him as well. So he thought about everything and said, well, the point of view, I am dead already. Why should I take it any further? And he jumped to death. Jack Marston, John Marston's son, couldn't take the loneliness. So he went to an old friend of the family, the McFarlanes. He worked there, and later on he married Bonnie McFarlane. Bonnie McFarlane grew old and lived a life in loneliness after the death of Jack Marston.